you've never actually seen your real face. This might make you uncomfortable, but every mirror you've ever looked into has been showing you a lie. Not because mirrors are broken, but because they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're flipping your image. When you look in a mirror, you're seeing a reversed version of yourself. Your left eye appears on the right side of your reflection. You've been getting familiar with a version of yourself that literally doesn't exist in reality. Think about it. When other people look at you, they're seeing your actual face, the one where your left eye is actually on the left. But you've never seen that face. Not once. You've only ever seen the backwards version. This isn't just some quirky observation. Research from psychologist Theodore Maida shows that people consistently prefer mirror images of themselves over actual photographs. When shown both versions, we pick the flipped one, the lie, as looking more like us. We've become so attached to this false image that reality looks wrong. The mere exposure effect explains why this happens. We like what we're familiar with, even when it's completely inaccurate. Your brain has cataloged thousands of interactions with your backwards reflection, and now it thinks that's what you actually look like. But do you know what you really look like to everyone else? The answer is disturbing. You've built your self-image around a person who doesn't exist. But mirrors aren't the only problem. Your brain is actively editing what you see, and it's doing it without your permission. When you look at your reflection, your brain doesn't just passively receive information. It processes, filters, and reconstructs what you're seeing. This happens through something called the self-face recognition bias. Your brain has special neural circuits dedicated to recognizing your own face, and these circuits don't just identify, they enhance. Research by neuroscientist Gillian Rhodes shows that when we look at our own faces, our brains automatically smooth out flaws, correct asymmetries, and even fill in details that aren't actually there. Your brain isn't showing you the truth. It's showing you what it thinks will keep your self-image stable. This is visual constancy at work, the same mechanism that makes a white shirt look white under different lighting conditions. But with your face, this constant correction means you're never seeing the raw data. When you look at yourself, your brain prioritizes emotional stability over accuracy. It's not trying to show you reality. It's trying to protect you from it. The most unsettling part is that you can't turn this off. Every time you look in a mirror, your brain is making thousands of micro-adjustments to what you see. It's brightening here, smoothing there, correcting proportions that it thinks are wrong. You're not seeing your face. You're seeing your brain's interpretation of your face. Now let's talk about something that reveals just how fragile our facial recognition really is. There's a condition called prosopagnosia, which simply means face blindness, that affects millions of people worldwide. And if you think this is rare, think again. Brad Pitt, one of the most recognizable faces on the planet, has publicly stated that he believes he has prosopagnosia. He struggles to recognize faces, even those he's met many times.
I was trying anything and everyone. Anything anyone threw at me. It was a particular difficult time.
If someone like Brad Pitt, whose face has been seen by billions, can't trust his facial memory, how much can you trust yours? Face blindness affects an estimated 2.5% of the population, but many people don't even realize they have it. They've developed coping mechanisms, relying on voice, clothing, or context to recognize people. But here's what's truly disturbing. Prosopagnosia can affect your ability to recognize your own face. Even people with normal facial recognition can struggle with self-recognition under certain conditions. Change the lighting, the angle, or the expression, and suddenly you might not recognize yourself. The condition reveals something fundamental about how our brains work. Facial recognition isn't a simple process. It's a complex neurological dance involving multiple brain regions. And when any part of that dance breaks down, we're left with the startling realization that we might not know faces as well as we think we do. So when you ask yourself, do you know what you really look like? Remember that your brain's facial recognition system is more fragile than you ever imagined. Even your own face can become a stranger. Now, if mirrors are liars, then cameras are pathological liars. Every photo you've ever taken has been distorted by angles, lighting, lens distortion, and digital processing. You're not just seeing a flipped image. You're seeing a fundamentally altered version of reality. Phone cameras are the worst offenders. Most smartphones use wide-angle lenses that distort facial proportions. Hold your phone too close and your nose appears bulbous. Hold it too far and your face looks flattened. The lens distortion can make your features look completely different from how they appear in real life. So when you look at photos of yourself and feel like something is off, trust that instinct. Something is off. The camera isn't capturing reality. It's creating a distorted version of it. And your brain, trying to make sense of these conflicting images, becomes even more confused about what you actually look like. Here's the truth that will change how you see yourself forever. What you see when you look in a mirror isn't a reflection of reality. It's a mental construct designed to keep you psychologically stable. Your brain is constantly working to maintain your self-image. It filters out flaws, corrects asymmetries, and presents you with a version of yourself that you can emotionally handle. This isn't a bug in the system, it's a feature. Your brain would rather show you a comfortable lie than an uncomfortable truth. But this protection comes at a cost. You're building your entire self-concept around incomplete and distorted information. The mirror shows you backwards. Photos show you distorted. Your brain shows you edited. So what do you really look like? The answer is more complex than you might think. You exist in the space between all these versions. You're not the backwards person in the mirror, not the distorted person in photos, and not the edited person your brain shows you. You're something your own eyes will never see, the person that others see when they look at you. This creates a fundamental disconnect. The face you know isn't the face the world knows. The person you think you are isn't the person others see. You're literally a stranger to yourself. But maybe that's okay. Maybe the goal isn't to know exactly what you look like. Maybe the goal is to understand that appearance is subjective, that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and that your worth isn't determined by how you look in any particular mirror or photo. This is human glitch, where biology breaks the rules, and sometimes reality itself. Your face might be lying to you, but your curiosity doesn't have to. What else is your body hiding? If you want to explore more glitches in human perception, more breakdowns in how we see ourselves and the world around us, subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're just getting started.